purchase the $20 pay-per-view. So let's discuss the details of the press conference. Conference timings will be 8 p.m. GST, 9 a.m. PST, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 5 p.m. BST. So these are the timings. We can watch the press conference on Core Sports YouTube page. 9 people are watching. Thanks for joining. I was waiting for Michael's live stream to end, but they have been going on for almost a couple of hours now, and almost 300 people watching on that stream. So I was kind of doubtful if many people will be joining here or not, but since it's time, we have to start. And then if we discuss the timings of the actual event, when it is going to start. Levan Sakinashvili from the future. What's up, brother? So event time guide, Core Sports have posted on their Instagram, 9 p.m. GST or 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is the time when we are going to see the actual matches. So that's an hour after the press conference. So usually I have East versus West as 10:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time for me. I think King of the Table is 11:30 p.m. for me. Not a bad deal. Not the best timings, but I can work it out. So the matches, I'm not sure if they've posted it in order or not on their website, but these are all of the matches, right from bottom to the top. Schoolboy versus Ryan Bowen. I think this is the second newest addition on the card. Paul Linn versus Lachlan Adair. Revaz Lutidze versus Georgi Zaranov. Michael Todd versus Lars Rohrbachen. Oleg Petrenko versus Kidragali Ongarbayev. Kamil Jablonski versus Vitaly Lalitin. Artem Morozov versus Ivan Matushenko. So there are two left arm matches and both of them are sitting at the top. Pretty important matches, but I think Michael's match is almost as important as the other two matches. Almost as important. But Morozov versus Ivan is more important because it is for the super heavyweight #1 guy in the world, East versus West champion, or Core Sports champion as we should call him right now because he's arm wrestling at Core Sports. And Kamil versus Vitaly. Vitaly is the unknown, unrecognized #1 guy in the world. That's why this match is also pretty important. Mario Man, what's up, dude? Thanks to all of you for joining. A quick info here. I have right now I've taken some leave from work, so I'm at my home. But even where I usually live, even at that place, I've got my Wi-Fi figured out, and I just bought a new phone. So this is the first live stream from this phone. Actually, maybe one of the rarest live streams that I ever do from my mobile phone. So if the video quality is okay, if the audio quality is bearable from this phone, then all of the struggles, all of the battles that I lost to my internet connection, that I lost to my microphone, my computer, I'm never going to lose those battles once again if the audio and video quality on this live is okay, which only you guys can let me know. 30 people are already watching, and I'm really hopeful that things get sorted out here, so I can zoom in and zoom out on this thing as well. That's cool. YouTube live stream. So let's discuss all of the matches, and towards the end we'll discuss some spicy Reddit topics as well. Schoolboy versus Ryan Bowen. Ryan is happy, but he looks too happy to me. Whenever somebody seems like really happy before the match, for some reason I really don't like it. At first, when I was watching Michael Todd's interviews on, I think he didn't do any interview on Core Sports, but he did one with Coach Ray, and I was really enjoying. Michael is sounding the best. He's looking the happiest that he has ever looked, and I saw the 30-minute interview and I was like, that interview was awesome. Really enjoyed it. And then after it ended, I was like, man, Michael seems too happy. He's about to compete in a war, one of the most difficult matches of his career, and he seems to be too happy for that. But I hope that doesn't affect him. And so seems to be the case with Ryan Bowen as well. I just don't see a way Ryan beats Schoolboy. Schoolboy's vulnerability is through the wrist. He used to be a top roll only arm wrestler, but then lately I have seen that his dominant game is his hook. And yeah, Leonidas Arcona's pronation is maybe on a different level. That's why he couldn't try to set his hook against Leonidas. But he can set his hook against Ryan Bowen, unless Ryan goes completely all out Devon Laird style King's move. I think, except for that one case scenario, Schoolboy has pretty good legit chances of even hooking Ryan. I'm not sure how Ryan is going to deal with that. I don't think his top roll is that good. If Schoolboy just decides to move his shoulder forward and just catch Ryan in a hook. I don't see Ryan escaping from that. And once the hook is forced, I don't see even Ryan's King's move working. Yes, he may crack Schoolboy's wrist towards the end, but by that time he will be that close to the pad, and Schoolboy will just need a small surge to get the job done. That's how I see Schoolboy winning this match 4-0. To be honest, I really don't see any chance how Ryan is going to win this match. I'm not seeing the chat getting updated here. Like, literally, I just only see 2 comments here. Don't know what's happening. Let me check the other phone. YouTube software, you're doing a dirty job here. Yeah, there are some comments. Wow, many comments. Night Trads, reply please, Akib Shah, when it's gonna start. So in a couple of days, brother, not now. You're gonna do predictions in this stream. Yeah, cool idea. We'll do some predictions as well. Morozov versus Ivan is boring. I don't think so. That can be the match of the night. But Michael versus Lars is also really cool. Alright, let me see the comments. Where are they? Yep. It's okay. That's the feedback I got. Heavyweight champion is super heavyweight. Heavyweight champion versus super heavyweight champion. Yep. That's what it is. I'm old school. I prefer landscape mode. I too prefer that. But that's more simple and usually it gives more viewers. That's what I have seen. क्या हाल है भाई प्रदीप सैम सिप्लेनकॉफ बढ़िया भाई बढ़िया एकदम I'm doing good. From future, who is going to defeat you? Levan Saginashvili. Okay. Yeah, your new phone. Dad rolled your mic. That's cool, man. That's cool. You know, for how long I searched which phone I should buy? For one reason. Which one has most microphones? I heard some of the lower iPhones have 3 microphones and Pro Maxes have 4 microphones. And these are the data that is not available about any other phone. You try to find how many microphones there are on a Samsung phone. They just don't tell you anywhere. So I bought this phone, Motorola, and it has 3 microphones compared to the usual 2 microphones that other phones have. That was one of my primary criterias, and a good 50 megapixel front camera. Those are the only 2 things that I focus the most on. You like ZZ Top. I don't know who that is. Ryan seems pretty big though, 107 kilos. So I'm sure that's at least 15 kilos lighter than Schoolboy still. Hi, dude. Okay, hello, brother. Hi, bhaiya. Hello. Great audio quality. Do you use external mic or is it just phone's mic? That's only phone's mic, man. That's only phone's mic. That's a pretty good feedback to have. I just learned yesterday that whenever you're doing solo live streams on YouTube, they are only in 720p. But when you click on do a collaboration with guest like Engin does with one guest, YouTube only allows one guest. That's when we see the 1080p in action. Thoughts on Alan Zolo versus Daniel Prokopchuk? Yes, I've uploaded a video about that, and I think I always expected Prokopchuk to be the favorite in that match. I was just not ready to buy the Alan Zoloev hype yet, because Zoloev's top roll was not that great that he's going to top roll Prokopchuk. I've seen him lose his wrist to that other guy that I forgot, AMC2. That's where he was losing his wrist to that guy. Man, who was that? Emil Amir Shadian? Maybe someone else. And then he was just bringing him back like this and beating him. So that's when I realized, nope, this guy is not the best guy in 75 kilos. Just simply cannot happen. Alright, let's get back to the topic. So first prediction, Schoolboy versus Ryan Bowen. I always think that, man, before doing some predictions, I will do detailed research on all of the matches, all of the losses of the athletes, but I'm too lazy to do that. Initially, if you remember when East versus West was around East versus West 4, I guess, I used to do live streams covering all of the matches. So in one live stream, I'll take, let's say, Jerry versus Gennady, and along with that, I'll take one lesser popular match, and I'll put out a live stream titled Jerry versus Gennady live stream discussion prediction, and then I'll discuss those 2 matches. In about 40 minutes, I'll end the live stream. Next live stream, I'll pick up another popular match and collab it with a less popular match, then discuss that match. Like that, I used to discuss all of the matches, and that's a pretty good way to do some research, and that's why at that time the prediction rate was good. I was predicting like 80% correct because I was doing some research. Who like the common opponents. The research doesn't take too long, to be honest, to do predictions. You need to just consider the common opponents first. That should be the first criteria for your prediction research, and then the ways that the guy has lost. That's very important as well. And if that's the way that I always lose, and my opponent's strength is a top role, then it can highly influence the prediction. So these are the basic things that I used to look, and everybody used to talk about and like almost appreciate the predictions that I used to make, but not so much now. I get made fun of about my prediction because I don't do that basic research. I still believe that you do not do no need to go into the extreme technicalities as some of the arm wrestlers, experienced arm wrestlers, like to do, because it's kind of useless. It's not that important and that accurate when it comes to predicting matches, because many things can go wrong. Basic prediction almost never fails you. Basic data research, and that basic data research I've not done on this one, but I still believe that Schoolboy's wrist is vulnerable, and Ryan's best weapon as of now, it seems to be a king's move. The first time Ryan was saying, by the way, Ryan, if you're watching it, no hate, brother, you're my buddy, but you were saying that my king's move is pretty good. I have not seen Ryan win a single round with a king's move. How can you say that your king's move is good if you have never won any round with it? That in my mind was a weird statement. I went back in that video and I heard it again because I was doing something, watching it at 2x. I was like, did he really say that? I hope he didn't, but yeah, he did say that. That was kind of confusing. Great audio quality. Do you use? Okay, I have already answered that question. When is Pro Punja starting? So there is some small competition. Well, it's actually not small. Sheru Classic it is. After that, in August we have second season of Pro Punja League. Can you do some push-ups? No, right now no. I mean, on this live stream no, but maybe otherwise I can do 30 if I'm doing really fast ugly push-ups, maybe even 40 if I'm doing really strict slow, 15 push-ups. That's all I can do. You seem tired, late there. Not really tired. 10:30, but maybe that's about it. That's all of the energy that I have. Oh, so sweet, that photo frame. Thank you, brother. Thank you, bro. Please slay. Please say, I hope it is not something weird. Amba Tukam. It looks like a South Indian language word. Is it Tamil or is it Malayali? I think Ivan will surprise everyone. What about today's stream is so Telugu? Okay, Telugu. It's Telugu. Concrete elbow. How do you know it's Telugu? Okay, that's the other concrete elbow. I guess he's from India. English national up. Right. I'll be the commentator if I'm there. I won't be competing for sure. No, not nationals. I'm not talking about nationals. I won't be there. I'm about to come. Okay. That's a good short word for so many words. How are you, sir? I'm doing good, sir. Thank you for asking. Second match is Paul Linn versus Lachlan Adair. I believe there are two matches on this card that are going to go exactly the same way. First one is Paul Linn versus Lachlan, and second one is Ivan Mitushenko versus our own Artem Morozov. And I believe that both Paul and Ivan are fast enough. They're obviously faster than their opponents, and they're strong enough to get some pins. But I believe both of them will eventually start getting stopped near the pin pad, and they will be brought back and be beaten. That's how I think these matches are going to end. So first of all, if we talk about, have we seen some common opponents between these two? Well, at least not at the higher level. Maybe Paul Linn faced some of the guys that Lachlan has faced at some point of time, but I don't really remember. So Lachlan's level you can judge by the way that he beat Pavlo Darbedyev on the left. That was almost 2 years ago, I guess, and that is no joke. That is no joke for sure. On the right, he beat Austin Jaggers. I don't think Paul's right is as strong as Pablo's left. I don't think Paul's right is as strong as Austin Jaggers' right. I may be wrong, but I don't think so. So if we judge by the opponents that these two have beaten, I'll say that Lachlan seems to be at a higher level. Also, Krasimir. I mean, people say that Krasi and Sasho are kind of close. I don't buy that. If the tournaments, the Europeans that Krasi is winning, if Sasho steps up to that class, I don't see him winning that. I don't see him winning that. I don't see Sasho beating Krasimir in a super match. I'll say, yeah, maybe he can challenge him in a hook, and Paul's hook was actually stronger than Sasho, at least in 2 rounds. So that kind of shows you the level. But Lachlan also beat Krasimir in a couple of rounds. I think one was on fouls, and one he brought him back and finished him with a tricep press. That's how it ended. So that's the reason I think Lachlan is slightly stronger. People are saying only some, not many. Some are saying that he's going to get completely destroyed by him. I don't think so. I think it's a close match. I do believe Paul is strong enough to get a pin or two on Lachlan Adair, but Lachlan seems to be strong here. If Paul's top roll was as strong as his hook, then I believe that he would have beaten Lachlan for sure. He would have top rolled him, and maybe even top rolled him good enough towards his side that Lachlan's flop press wouldn't have worked. But the unfortunate thing for Paul in this match is that his top roll is not as good as his hook. But although I do still believe that he's going to try that, and I heard that from Lachlan as well, that maybe Paul is going to go for the top roll in the first round. I won't be surprised if he does that in one of the rounds, because Paul is someone who is willing to change his style. There are some arm wrestlers in some matches where even us beginners can easily see that, man, just do the technique change, maybe it is going to work. For sure the technique that you're applying currently is not going to work for you. It is already proven a couple of times right in front of you, but still they don't change the technique. They're kind of too much emotionally attached, or maybe too much scared to try something new. But Paul is not one of them. Paul tried 3 different things against Irakli Zirakashvili. Unfortunately, none of them did work, but it shows that he's willing to change up the plan. Again, Rostam Babayev. If Paul did not have the guts to change techniques, he would have never been the East versus West champion. He tried to top roll Rostam twice, didn't work, and then he went straight into a hook, and his power was strong enough to match Rostam's power and even overpower it, because Rostam tore his pectoral muscle. So the guts that Paul had to change his technique, it paid dividends. He became the champion, and in this match he will change it once again to a top roll, but I don't think his top roll is strong enough to beat Lachlan Adair. That's what I believe. So my official prediction is, I want to say 4-2. I think it can happen, but still my prediction is somewhere between 4-1 and 4-2. Anything can happen, and the winner is Lachlan Adair. Just because Paul is my buddy, let's go with 4-2. Lachlan Adair. I know it doesn't really mean anything. I'm still predicting him to lose, but that's what I truly believe. Ivan versus Alijan needs to happen. I think Alijan is going to destroy him, brother. Ivan has more chances of beating Morozov than Alijan Muratov. That's what I think. Okay, Hermes match. Is there any replacement? It got cancelled. Don Idris was saying that it wasn't fair to have anyone as a replacement for Hermes Gasparini, because Hermes was way too much prepared. He was way too strong, and anyone on such a short notice cannot really challenge Hermes. But there was Alex Kordecha, who was ready to fill in the shoes of Denis Siplenkov. But then Hermes immediately said, no, I don't want anyone else but Denis Siplenkov. But I think eventually he is going to have to take some other match, because I don't think Denis is going to return this year, at least not at the top level. At least he's not going to challenge Hermes Gasparini. At least in my mind, it wouldn't be the wise decision to take. But I also don't think that it is going to happen. So Hermes eventually will have to take some other opponent. So why not at this king of the table? He was already peaked. He was already prepared. And maybe that was the weakest version of Alex Kordecha that he was going to get. So I think he should have taken that match. But maybe he wants the sure and short path to Levan Saginashvili. Mark is in the house. Hello, brother. Hello. Sir, what is your opinion regarding the match between Artyom Morozov? We will discuss that, brother. Still some time left. Can you do YouTube polls for this stream? Yeah, good question, man. I should learn how to do them. Highlight save to your channel as unlisted. Okay, highlights. What's that option? There are a bunch of options right at the bottom of the screen. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? No, bro. Why would I stop streaming? This reconnecting, I hope. There's a plus